The creators of life, their mind is their weapon, and they all have a story to tell. Welcome to the Rose Room, because women deserve their flowers. Tonight, we have success and legacy specialist, Erin Faith Kabba. Let's join the
Pentecostal
conversation.
environment, so a Pentecostal church,
Uh-huh.
right? So not only did I go to the church, I went to the school, like the church's school, from kindergarten to 12th grade.
Right.
So I learned that anyone who did not believe in that exact doctrine was going to hell.
Mm-hmm.
So like Christianity has like 40,000 different denominations, but I was told that all of those denominations were going to go to hell unless everybody followed the one.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to unlearn that, hey, that's not right, right? So
Very, very true. I'm with you.
You're
I'm
right.
with you.
I also had to unlearn certain fears. So a lot of the fears that I was given, a lot of the fears that I had were given to me.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up fearing the devil, fearing people who weren't like me, oh, they're going to be a bad influence on you.
Right.
Fearing people who may have had a different sexuality. So I had to unlearn a lot of beliefs that I had.
So are you still Christian, just a different denomination or denomination?
No, I don't
think
like
that's
to
the
call
word.
myself Christian. So like I believe in Jesus? Yes. Do I believe in certain things in the Bible? Yes, I do. But I don't use the word Christian to describe myself.
Well, that's where I was getting at. Where does your moral compass come from?
My moral compass, it comes from that's a loaded question.
Well, that's why we're here.
Right?
Load up.
My moral compass comes from, I guess you can say, different pieces of certain things. So some of it is the Bible, things that are in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the beliefs are from what I got growing up. But as I expanded my learning, I guess I created my own moral compass. So there's not one thing per se, one blueprint that I follow. But my moral compass right now is just any path that I take, anything I believe in, it has to be liberating, meaning I can't be like confined and like trapped in like a cult-like environment, right? It has to have peace, and I have to be successful in it, right? It leads me to success. So my moral compass is peace, liberation, and success.
Yeah, you sound like me because I take pieces from everything. I think everybody has something to offer, and then I make my own solution and I roll like that. So with that, how do you keep that? I know you have your daughter over here and you're teaching her those things now, right? So how do you keep, your moral compass from becoming that cult-like religion that you left?
It's easy to go out of one thing into another, like similar thing. So when I got out of the denomination sect that I was in, I promised myself that at first I was looking for a different path or I guess maybe a different religion to latch on to. But then I was just like, you know what? I need to walk in the way that feels good to me and not replace one thing with another. So basically I do a lot of self-reflection. I do a lot of learning, unpacking, and certain ways of being may work for one season, and then in other seasons you have to evolve. So I allow myself to evolve. So yes, I may believe in something.
Grace.
Yeah, give myself grace. And then as I learn, okay, you know what? That was good for this period of time, but now I'm over here and I'm moving on to something else. So I don't keep myself stuck in a box.
Do your ancestors guide you?
They do.
The ones that you haven't met?
I believe they do.
How'd
Yes.
you come to that?
Wow. After I had my, I guess you could say, my awakening, I developed a practice to meditate. And I did a lot of research on things that we receive from our ancestors. So you know how some people say it runs in the family?
Yeah.
It's more than just health stuff, right? You have habits, you have beliefs, you have personality types, things that run through us from them. So I'm just like, they still live through us.
Right.
So I do believe that my ancestors guide me. I do believe that they are looking down. We say down, but they're everywhere. I do believe that they are looking after us. So I do believe they're here.
Are you still the director of events at Linked Africa?
I am still the director of events at Linked Africa. Yes, when I went to Sierra Leone, I knew, because that was the first time I had been on the continent of Africa. And as soon as I landed, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm home. Like, I just felt it in my spirit. And so ever since then, I knew that whatever I did, I wanted to benefit the continent. So I am the director of events at Linked Africa, which is a nonprofit that provides mentoring to young professionals in Africa. So I want to give back, and that's what I'm doing.
Is that your purpose in life?
Wow, my purpose in life. Yes, I feel like part of that is my purpose. Part of that, my purpose is also helping people die empty. I want people to, I wholeheartedly believe that we are here for a purpose, and that a lot of times we waste time in our life doing other things that we're told to do, things we think we have to do. But I want everyone to die knowing they came on this earth doing what they were born to do, what they were meant to do, and what they desired to do.
Now look at you segueing on your own, because we were just about to get into your work, and what you do is full circle. We're talking about ancestry and sticking to your roots, and now let's talk a little bit about the future and your work as a death doula / legacy specialist.
Yes.
Wonderfully renamed, I might say.
Yeah.
So what's some of the most memorable things you've heard people say when dealing with a client?
Okay, so can I go back to the death doula thing? So I had always been, I won't say obsessed with death, but interested in death, just like the process and what happens after, and things like that. And I became, I got my training as a death doula. And during some time, I would sit with people that were actively dying. And I would also lost, like during the pandemic, I lost quite a few people, and it wasn't even to COVID. It was like to other things, right? I had a cousin, he passed away at a fairly young age. He had an aggressive form of cancer. Just people just kept passing away. And whether it was the people who were dying or the people who were left after they died, a lot of people said, I wish I would have. I wish I could have, right? And so it's like, going back to your question, like what have I heard some of my clients say is I wish I could have done this. If I knew that I had this much time left, I wish I would have done this. Or I wish I would have said this to them. So that kind of like fuels my work. And I'm just like, you can do it if you make the intention, take the intentional steps to do things. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that was my next question, because you're the perfect person to ask this. If somebody today found out that they were dying in 24 hours, what are the top 5 things that they should, could, have to do And you can answer that, from a professional standpoint or from your personal opinion. What are the 5 things someone should do if they find out they're dying
in 24 hours? Okay. Wow. Definitely breathe.
Because you have to calm yourself down.
Yes, breathe. Write down as much as you can, whether it be to the people you leave behind, or whether it be for yourself to get things out. Give directives. Tell people what you want done after you are gone. Also,
Hold on, and that's a will, right? That's a legal
either
will.
a will or a directive, like not a last will and testament, but like they're called ethical wills. So you can write down, like, for example, if that were to happen to me, I would give my child an ethical will. I'd be like, okay, I would give her tidbits of wisdom, right? Things to follow, things to remember, things I want her to know how I felt about her and how I felt about life, and how I want her to approach life going forward. So things like that, and also like your regular will. But also do whatever you want. You only got 24 hours. Leave the judgment at the door. Give yourself grace and allow yourself to do whatever it is you want.
Okay, that's definitely a personal. Some people gonna go crazy. Is that it? That's 3. So is that it? There, just breathe.
Breathe your wills. Take care of your the material, as much material things as you can. Preparing your family. What I say, do whatever you want.
Well, I'm gonna have to ask, what would you do? Just one thing.
I would have some necessary conversations.
Okay, somebody.
And I wouldn't edit myself.
Oh yeah.
At all.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
And I might even throw hands. It's my last day.
Why not?
It's my last day. What you gonna do? Right? So.
And they owe you that 5 minutes anyway.
Exactly.
Well, how do you process the death? You said you had a lot of deaths through COVID. How do you process it?
I think a lot of times people, I don't know if it's a cultural thing, especially in the Black community, we don't like to talk about death because maybe we fear like it's going to happen quicker because we're talking about it. Like we're going to manifest death because we're talking about it. I don't think that's the case. 100% of us who are here today are going to die.
That's what I tell people.
Nobody can dispute that fact, right? And nobody can do anything to miss death, right? So, what was the question?
Oh, let me go ahead. Oh, how do you process death?
How do I process death? Okay. So I know, I wake up knowing that, like, okay, I'm not going to live forever, right? People are going to die. So when someone does pass away, whether I'm prepared or not, it takes me a little bit to actually process the death. So for example, I had an uncle who passed away in December unexpectedly, like suddenly. And when I found out that he died, I was just like, okay. So I was going through the motions, and then it kind of hit me after the fact that he wasn't coming back and I could no longer talk to him. So the way that I process death, I kind of just go to like business mode. I'm like, okay, what do I have to do? Do I have to do this? Do I have to do that? How are we going to get through the funeral? How are we going to do that? And then at the end, I just kind of like let myself feel. A lot of people like to push through grief, and people grieve in different ways. But I do allow myself to feel my feelings, and I don't judge myself for feeling those feelings.
Would you do that type of work if you had to do it for free?
Yes.
I love to hear that. Is there such thing as a good death?
Yes.
Give me an example.
Yes.
What's a good death?
A good death is dying in the way that you want. So, like I said, a good death is dying empty, right? You've reached the end and you've done the things that you were supposed to do, right? You've touched the lives, you've made an impact, you've done all the things. And then you're at the end of the road and you expire in the way that you want to expire. So a lot of people think you have to die in a certain way, or your death has to look a certain way, meaning like the immediate steps after. So a lot of people think that people die and you just have this church funeral and they bury you, they embalm you, whatever. But you can choose how to live on. So I know people who have natural burials. I know people who they want to be buried and then like a tree be buried on top of them so they'll like grow. So like you can choose. So a good death is dying empty and just the way that you want to go.
I'll have to let you hear this song that I created. I created it as if I was already dead.
Really?
But I'm speaking back to my family and friends. Wow. And a little bit the Black community too.
I love that. I want to hear it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And to go back to that last question, would you do it for free? I just want to tell everybody, don't be trying to get no freebies.
No, don't try to get freebies at all.
Yeah. So you help people in death, but you also help people in life, which is why you're a life coach turned success specialist.
Yes.
Another brilliantly worded term.
Yes.
So let me ask you this question, and take your time with it.
Okay.
What does success cost? If I need the Jeopardy music.
What does success cost? Discipline. Emotional intelligence. Failure. Because every shot you take, you're not going to,
I try to tell my daughter that.
Yes. But you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I try to tell my daughter
right? Yes. So what does success cost? It might cost you some friends, some family, because everybody can't go, right?
Why is that?
Because everybody isn't, so your life isn't a group project, right?
Okay.
You have your purpose.
I never heard it like that before. Give it to me.
Yeah, it's not a group project. So their path, yes, you might be walking together, but you're still on a separate path. And a lot of us have to, in order to succeed, we have to evolve mentally, emotionally, physically, a lot of times, and we don't always evolve at the same rate, right? So where you're going, your friend, your family, your lover may not have the energetic capacity to go with you, right? So, yeah, they can't go, but you'll meet other aligned people on your path.
You'll find your tribe.
Yes.
As long as you're who you are and you're on the path that you belong on.
Yes.
How does someone know they're not living in their purpose?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I know.
I like that question. You feel like something's missing. You're not at peace. You're not content. Like you're just kind of like agitated, like, I know there's more, right? Things don't work out, right? For you. There's like, you just kind of like sad, or you might be working really hard and you're not seeing results. Yeah.
Is that where your book, Destroy the Mask, came from? Is that how you began to create it? Yeah.
So Destroy the Mask is definitely a, I guess, Destroy the Mask was prompted by my awakening, I guess. So I knew that how I was living, the blueprint that I was given to live, it just didn't resonate with me. And a lot of times, so the title Destroy the Mask is, we're born, we're given these blueprints, whether it be religion, society, culture, family, whatever. Hey, do this, be this way, follow these steps. And we're inside, we are already here to do a job. But because of the blueprint that we're given, we start to kind of kill our authentic self, and we build up these masks, right? And so Destroy the Mask is just like destroying everything that you were given. Not everything, within reason, but destroy those things that aren't aligned with you, and showing up in life as your true self. Yeah.
So what are the people gonna feel after they read your book? Or what do you hope that they feel?
Thank you. I hope that they feel like they have permission to be themselves. I hope that they feel like somebody understands. So like the full title of my book is Destroy the Mask, A Woman's Guide to Unlock Her True Self, Live Out Her Purpose, and Leave a Legacy of Power. So I would hope that they understand that there is more to life than right now. So you might be discontent, you might be tired of going through the motions, but you have the opportunity, and you need to allow yourself to live as your authentic self. Do the things that you're kind of like stifling down inside. Do those dreams, live out your dreams, live out your goals, live out your purpose, because your purpose is your legacy.
Right. Now, you wrote this book as a woman, from a woman's point of view, for women. Why have men gravitated to the book besides them just trying to be in women's business?
Y'all love being in women's business.
You know they do.
I think that men and women are a lot alike in a sense that, we're all given roles to play. And there's different expectations in those roles. And so, a lot of men, they have a lot of pressure to provide. They have a lot of pressure to find that wife, get those kids, make that money, and they might want to do something else, right? So they resonate with the fact that, hey, I've been told to do one thing. My heart is telling me to do this. I need to break free, and I need to have the courage to live as myself. So I think they resonate with that. But yeah, I did write it for women because I'm a woman and I don't want to be in men's business.
Right.
But they can benefit from it too.
And I know you said your ancestors guide you. Who guides you that's like here now?
I like that. Who guides me that's here now? I have, I will say, a nice tribe. My tribe is small, but I do have mentors who have been through certain things. So like, for example, I have a friend, she's a therapist, and she allows me to just vent and talk, and she imparts wisdom into me. So she's one of my guides. I have different spiritual guides that I reach out to. So I don't look to a certain, I guess, sect or, church or, certain places for guides. I let them come into my life, and I just kind of like, yeah.
What's your favorite part about who you are right now?
My favorite part about who I am right now is I'm giving myself grace right now. So I'm letting myself experience certain things. I'm letting myself, I'm giving myself permission to say yes to the things that maybe I would used to say no to. I love that part about me now.
All right, well, you're going to have to give us an example.
So saying yes to experiencing certain people in my life, saying yes to certain experiences that may have been frowned upon as I'm growing up. So I might partake in certain things that I was told that are wrong. But they're not wrong by society standards, you know, maybe the church. I'm just allowing myself to live and breathe and dance and sing and just experience the beauty of life. So that's, yeah.
That sounds like freedom.
It is. It is. It's good.
Can you give us an example from your book? Like something that
they can take away?
Yeah. Or an activity. I know you have, I know it's kind of interactive, right?
It is.
Yeah.
So the book, after the end of the book, there are different activities and resources that you can use to help you on your journey. So I think one of the things that, one of the activities that's really important is taking inventory. So when I first was sitting with myself and I was just like, I need to change. Like, I've been told to believe this thing. I've been told to believe all these things. I don't even know if it's true. I don't even know if it's real. So the taking inventory activity is, and I did this activity. This is the first activity I did when I was like thinking about like what I believed about Christianity. I wrote down everything. I took a piece of paper and I divided it into 3. Mm-hmm. And I titled it Believe, Do Not Believe, and then like questions, like things I still have questions about, unsure.
Okay.
I wrote down everything that I actually believed, like what I was taught to believe, what I believe. So like Jesus, I was like, you know what? Yes, I do believe in Jesus. I wrote Jesus' name. I do believe in certain parts of the Bible. So I was like, okay, I'll write that down. And then what I don't believe that the Catholics are going to go to hell. If they say they're Catholic, they're going to go to hell versus whether they're Pentecostals. So like, oh my God, I don't believe in that.
Right.
Let me write that down. I don't believe that I'm going to go to hell for cutting my hair because that's how I grew up, right? Mm-hmm. I'll write that down. And those are just like basic things, but like, it doesn't have to be like from a religious standpoint. It's whatever in your life, what you believe, what you've been taught to believe, even about yourself. Right?
And then what happens with those 3 columns?
Okay, so the unsure part, that's when I started researching. So all the things that I wasn't sure about, like, I don't know if that's right, or I still have questions about this, I allow myself to do research and ask questions. And that's kind of how I started, like, okay, choosing kind of like what to keep and what to like throw away.
But what if something is in the believe column, but it's not true?
Then I either cross it out, put it in the unbelief. So I allow myself, I gave myself permission to just go down those rabbit holes and be okay if I found out something wasn't true, or be okay that something is true, right? Because I had that too. Like, I didn't believe something, but I was like, oh.
Right, I get it. So they got plenty of activities to do along with your words. And where can they find the book or follow you and all of that good stuff?
Follow me. I'm very active on Instagram at the Oya Collective, OYA. You can find me on my website, www.theoyacollective.com. My book is on Amazon. It is on, what's that bookstore? BAM? Is there a book called, it's like Books and More? I think it's called Books and More. It's on that website. Yeah, so you can follow me on Facebook at the Oya Collective. I'm also on TikTok, but that is eFaith Beauty. That's more of a personal account, but you can follow me on there too.
Okay, and what's the whole name of the book again?
Destroy the Mask, A Woman's Guide to Unlock Her True Self, Live Out Her Purpose, and Leave a Legacy of Power.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, you could look at the camera and give the people your last words.
Die empty, knowing you came to do what you were meant to do, what you desire to do, and as the person you were supposed to be.
Miss Erin, you are beautifully authentic. You deserve your flowers.
Thank you. You're so
welcome.
sweet.
How'd she do? Oh,
She
she
not
ain't
even-
paying no
she
attention.
not